Hello and welcome to the Stellar Monarchs Academy Friday Focus Live. Myself, Kyran Lyden and Dave Harley looking back on another excellent victory for the home men, this time 52-37 over the visiting Kent Royals. We'll hear from Kyran Lyden of the Monarchs Academy, Lyden King of the Kent Royals, and our heat of the night, which was heat number 12. And Dave, 2 out of 2 for the Academy, led from the front once again by the top three. A fantastic night's work by all the team, but when you get only 1 point dropped each by Kyle and Jacob, and another maximum for Adam Roynan, then you're on the way again.
Yeah, I mean, that is the absolute difference, and clearly the difference from last season to this season. You know, we looked last year, Ben, I talked about in the previous show, Ben Woolley getting a maximum against Armadale, and tonight he took up a heat of 15 to win a race, and to be fair, all three of them, they looked so solid. Kyle missed the gate one time when he flew past him as if it wasn't there. Jacob looking good, and apart from Ben getting a great start in heat 15, you know, they were excellent, and Adam just looks I mean, you don't want to see her beat because you know what's going to happen next time we're here, but they were also able to backed up by the other four. Was some cracking racing from Alex Spooner in particular I was impressed with, and young Kyran was well with his points. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, the sort of the foundations is the word I'm looking for there to build on. You get 11 heat wins and then a paid win on top of that from your top three. But after that, you know, as you say, Alex Spooner scores in every one of his rides, doesn't he? You know, Kieran's put 5 points on the board for the second time in a row. Dale gets his point for his efforts there. And probably the unluckiest rider tonight, Mickey Simpson. I mean, he gets himself into first in one race and it stopped, and he's on a paid win, and he's in the next one out the gate and it stopped, and then he finishes on 2 points. So he wasn't too downhearted, I don't think, in the pits, and there'll be better nights to come for Mickey as well. But it just shows, you know, it's a 7-man team. Everyone getting interviewed was saying, you know, it's a team effort, everyone's doing this. You know, Kyle had a bike problem, Jacob's out with a bike. Jacob's up on the tower saying, you know, everyone's having fun, everyone's enjoying themselves. And we'll hear from, we'll hear from Kyran in a little bit saying how much he's enjoying it. So that's the foundation. Sure, they've had 2 home matches to start with. You can't ask for any more than 4 points out of 4 and 2 double-digit wins, which will give them a good chance at the bonus point in each. So everything's rosy in the garden so far.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's exactly what you're after. First 2 wins, and all the boys look good, as you say. Great to see Dale Wood getting a point in heat 14, because he did deserve it. I know the finisher wasn't behind him, but he would have been at least third there, and it was well worth it. And I agree with you about Mickey Simpson, definitely worthy of more points. But and there are a few comments coming in. We've got
Can you read that?
The lights are just terrible. Well done, the boys tonight.
Them and let the people
and Elliot Hunt is well done to Armadale lads, great win. He'd gone to Scunthorpe for the arena if he should have come here.
That's it.
And Kyran Willis like out and staying there when he's still getting involved. Great night, he really enjoyed it. We watched them going, and then last night was happy, brilliant result. Well done, the boys.
There we go. Can't ask for more than that. Keep your comments coming in, and we'll get them up on screen for you. But Dave, as we said, a good night work for the Academy, and that man that's watching, he'll want to hear himself. Maybe he'll critique his own interview as well. We'll hear from Kyran now.
So Kyran, another good night for yourself and a good night for the team. Everyone in the camp must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everyone was helping each other out and coming over to each other's pit and giving tips, and it was mainly the gates really that some people struggled with. So we're all saying go here, and there's a rut here. So it was a really good team effort. Everyone chipped in, done the bit, and very happy.
And then from your own point of view, I mean, I think there was a couple of times, there was one of the races where your King, who was excellent for them, came under you and you kept it wound on and managed to get back round. Is that just to do with the laps you're now getting here and the confidence you're getting, just getting more and more used to Armadale?
Yeah, 100% is confidence. You know, I could see him there and I was just thinking to myself, like, he's not getting past me here. So, yeah, it was a really good battle. I enjoyed myself. That was probably my favourite race out of them all, to be honest. Got a vital point, and obviously all the team were very happy.
And then 2 wins out of 2 for the first 2 home matches, you know, and 2 double-digit wins as well. So the team are doing exactly what they need. And when you're led for the front, you know, having another max for Adam and then only 1 point dropped each for Jacob and Kyle, it must just give the guys confidence that they can just concentrate on their own job, and the team win will be there at the end of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like when I joined last year, it's a completely different team, completely different attitude in the pits. And yes, really enjoying it. So everyone better watch out, because Edinburgh are here now, aren't they?
That's it, December here, and then next match is off to Workington. That must be pretty exciting as well. I mean, it's their first opening match. They'll probably be, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2,000-3,000 people at that. The work and the track looks amazing down there. You must be looking forward to that next week.
Yeah, like I said, the setup there looks amazing. Everyone in the whole team's really looking forward to it, and I've seen on Facebook a lot of the fans are hopefully going to get down as well. So, thank you.
That's your dad sorting you out there.
I know, yeah.
Sponsors, isn't it?
What, my mum and dad? Yeah, well, yeah, Workington will be good. Everyone's looking forward to that. And obviously they won't have much of a home track advantage, so we can go there and do the business and hopefully beat them.
Sounds good to me. Well done tonight, Kyran, and well done to the rest of the team also.
Thank you very much. Just want to say thanks to everyone coming down and thanks to everyone watching.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, Kyran there, he enjoyed his night's work, and I don't know if I've ever had a bigger size discrepancy in an interview I've done since I started this, but Kyran battled well, and we touched on it, but was it 5+1, 5 points a night, but tenacious points as well. That last race particularly, Connor King had passed him, he came up the inside of him, but Kyran kept it wound on the first and second bend there. And I think, as I said during an interview, you can see as the laps come and the confidence comes in, it's not tough. I go to anyone that was in the Devils team last year, but winning makes for happier pits, and that's obvious. And in fact, it's 2 wins out of 2. The guys are winning heats, they're leading, they're coming in, they're having time to spend, they're having a bit of fun. I think he's the kind of guy that really kick on this season and keep that kind of score. He's in on a 2, he's scored at least 5, if not paid 6 in both his home matches so far. Can't ask for much more than that.
No, definitely not. It seems a right character as well, which is exactly what you need to keep those spirits up. All the boys really enjoying it, and even you talked about Kyle going on Jacob's bike. Yeah. We got the luck that Danny Phillips had a problem at the start, and Kyle was able to jump back in his own bike. So when your luck goes for you, sometimes it goes, and it's solid night for us. And Kent, I'm guessing they're probably looking at a few things where they've thrown away a couple of points, and maybe things might have done different. That Heat 8, when they're on a 5-1, they might have got back into it, but I don't think they were ever quite going to properly challenge us, but they weren't far away.
No, I mean, they kept it tight early, didn't they? And then again, I guess the strength a Heat 13 shows as it goes on. But you're right, Ben Morley, Tom Woolley and Danny Phillips, you touched on at the start, didn't you, that last season, Danny Phillips and Tom Woolley at the start of the season were the home 1 and 5, would have been the home 1 and 5 in this fixture, and Ben Morley comes up and scores a maximum against you, and that shows the difference in the team year on year. I could actually think of 3 or 4.
It was 3-5 that night. That was Lee Copland's first match.
That was Copland's. I didn't mean
they were the Heat leaders, and you can tell the difference with the Heat leaders tonight. And I say no disrespect. It's nice to see Tom. Good to see him getting a win in Heat 14 when the meeting's won. And nice guy, but
but I mean, from Kent, they'll take positives as well. It's a long season. They've come tonight maybe a wee bit undermanned. Nathan Ablett missing out. He would have been at number 5, but the likes of Rhys Naylor was probably worth more points than he scored. Yeah. Joe Alcock, he's had a bit of a mare for himself.
That's a difference.
His first one, he makes a great gate, and then it comes off, and then he comes off in his last one, and his second to last one, and then I don't know if it was man or machine that just had enough by Heat 14, wasn't it? But for me, very impressive was Connor King. 8 paid 9, wasn't it? At number 7 and battled hard.
Fancy him was a bit of a dark horse down there. And he was good. He was, again, you could pull out. He was worthy of a few more points, and a wee bit unlucky taking out his own teammate in here. But good performance from the little lad. Yeah, good performance, and he took the time to speak to me after as well.
So Connor, a tough night for the boys out there, but Megan, for your own point of view, I think was it paid 9, paid 10? You got the points your efforts deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Coming here last year, I struggled quite a lot because I was turning a lot earlier than I should have. Like I was doing it today as well, but it's a tough track to come to. They've got a really strong team. I think they'll be fighting for the league this year. So yeah, we're not had the best of starts, but we're all still trying, and everyone's changing things if they need to change things. So we'll see.
And you mentioned that there. You come to a track and the likes, Kyle Bickley, Jacob Hook, and Adam Roynan. I think was it 12 or 13 heat wins between them. It kind of puts you on the back burner. So all you can do is pick up those points yourself, the second strings, and everyone battled out there. Even Ben Morley and a heat win, and then he shows why he's the number 1 and goes at 1 Heat 15.
Yeah, obviously they got Hook and Bickley in the championship, so that's a no-brainer to have them in the National League. But everyone says they're too good for the National League. They are too good, but we need them to like progress. So every team needs top riders to carry on with that's why it's called a development league, to push us on. So if we can get one up on them sometimes, then it's a massive boost to us. If they beat us, they probably kick themselves quite a bit. So it's backwards and forwards, really.
You mentioned progression and learning. You've came here and done better than you did last year. Tomorrow you go to Berwick, and there can't be much of a turnaround in one night to another as a track good farmer to go to Berwick. So that'll be a different experience altogether as well.
Yeah, I've never been to Berwick, so I'm just listening and to what everyone else is saying that's been there before. So we'll go there with what we've got and change things on the night. You can't really do anything today, so we'll just see what happens tomorrow.
I mean, it's early doors in the season, but you can see that the spirit in the camp still looks good. You know, the team's all out there. I think you were out. Were you up seeing some of the fans up there on the third bend? Is that why you went out onto the centre green at the end there? And everyone's sticking together even after a tough night.
Yeah, even though we lost, all the fans are still buzzing up there. So yeah, the team's really good. Everyone's having a laugh and stuff. So it's not like a dull time when we come to meetings. So yeah, just would like to say thank you to all the Kent fans that are travelling all this way. They could have been somewhere nice and hot and sunny with a cocktail or something, but they'd rather be in misty Scotland watching us. So yeah.
Well done tonight, Connor. Thanks for speaking to us. Cheers, buddy.
Yep, they could have been somewhere else, Dave. Nice balance out of a cocktail. What do you mean? Where would you rather be in Armadale on a cold, misty night like this?
It's just crazy how cold it got in Edinburgh. That mist coming in the half. But yeah, no, I'd rather be here. Speedway night's Friday night, as we say.
That's Friday night Speedway night, Dave. That's right. But Connor King there rode well, spoke well, and he can be happy with his night's work, albeit in defeat for his Kent Royals. That'll just about do us as always, though. Before we finish up, we always see a race of the night. And anyone would think I'd designed this on purpose, Dave. That'll be Heat 12, which features our two interviews tonight. It's Alex Spooner, Kyran Lyden, Tom Woolley, and Connor King.
So it's Woolley to the front, Spooner trying to press him hard, and Kyran Lyden going round the outside of Connor King. That's a good effort by Kyran. Here comes Spooner challenging Woolley hard. Moving out to the dirt. Another strong challenge by Spooner. Woolley's on the inside, and there might be some drive there for Spooner. He's just short. Here he comes again. He just can't quite squeeze through. And a great battle going on for the third place point. Lyden and King neck and neck as they hit the last corner. And King has fallen. Woolley takes the win by not much margin from Spooner. And what a terrific third place for Kyran.
Yep, so some excellent action there in Heat 12 and good rides at the front and the back. That was our pick of the races for tonight on a night where your final score was 52 to the Stellar Monarchs Academy, 37 to the Kent Royals. That's 2 wins out of 2. And as good a start to the season as could have been wished for the Academy, Dave, as we say, as we head off to Workington next Saturday. And
Yeah.
a real intriguing fixture.
Very exciting, as you say, there'll be a big crowd there, and first away match, so a different challenge for the boys, and track, well, I'm guessing none of them have ridden it before. Anybody ridden it before, apart from Steve Lawson himself. But it'll be exciting. Hopefully we'll get another cracking night of Speedway, and we look forward to it.
Yeah, before that, of course, the Monarchs Championship action kicks off next Friday. A tough-looking visit. It's the Red Car Bears that will be in town. Myself and Dave will be here on Tuesday night to preview that. But until then, as always, thanks for watching. You can rewatch this at edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to social media. I've got Dave going mad back here. I'm saying everybody's got these bags to press. Doesn't know what to do with himself. So EMTV, if you want to watch us again, or we'll be on YouTube as well. And as I say, we'll be back on Tuesday to preview that visit to Redcar next week. As always, thanks very much for watching. Do like and subscribe to all the Monarchs social media. And good night.